Hi, everybody. So let's talk about what is up with the planet these days, right? If you're empathic, you're definitely feeling it. The energy is super high. We started Mercury retrograde on October 31st, which goes for a period of 3 weeks. On top of, the veil is really thin right now. And if you're familiar with the Schumann resonance, I put a Facebook post up on this. It measures the electromagnetic field around the Earth, and it's usually around 7 to 8 hertz, but it recently was spiking to 50 the other day. Okay, and so if you're highly sensitive, you absolutely are going to be feeling some of the symptoms. So what are those symptoms? Anxiety out of nowhere, feeling maybe dizzy or off, nauseous, feeling kind of spacey, ungrounded out of your body, body aches for no reason, getting the chills, fears and nightmares. My daughter was waking up for a period of 2 or 3 nights with night terrors, and I knew intuitively she was picking up on energy. And then I found all this information on the Schumann resonance, and it made complete sense. So anyways, waking up frequently during the night, feeling overwhelmed, food cravings, that's been a big one. Ear ringing, my ears, it's crazy the last few nights laying in bed. It's just this dull ringing in my ears. And I'm not sick, and you can't explain it, okay? So gallbladder or stomach symptoms, vivid dreams, and heightened awareness and intuition. So those are some of the symptoms. So it's really important if you are experiencing any or all of those. It just means you're extra sensitive. Your vibration is higher. You're picking up on it. So here are some things that you can do that will help. Grounding. Grounding is so important. I really struggle with this one because I tend to operate from my higher chakras when I do my work. Sometimes for me, that's my comfort zone. When this world is in the state in which it is, it's very heavy and dense and filled with, pain and struggle and suffering. I tend to pull up and out of my body, and that is not where my power is. So I have to actively work on getting back into my body, really focusing on my solar plexus and sacral and root chakras to ground my energy. So grounding is important, and there's ways to do that. It's different for everybody. For me, I start with walking or running, yoga, hiking, anything, especially if I can be outdoors, that really helps clear my energy and ground me. But anything that gets me moving, because then I start breathing more deeply, and that breath really pulls me in and down into my body. Sometimes I do meditation where I do the chakra clearing, and I really work extra hard on the lower chakras that are connected to the earth realm. So figure out what grounding looks like for you, but definitely make sure you're grounded. Salt baths, that's another one. Salt baths are great because they clear our energy field, our chakras. We are like a giant crystal. I clear a lot of my crystals in salt water. So of course, naturally, take a salt bath, kosher sea salt, a cup of it or 2 cups in a bathtub. Meditation, of course, as always, to really kind of be more objective, to pull out of the illusion of this world and be able to go within, connect into that source within you, which is always loving and peaceful and calm. Some of us need to sleep more, okay? And that's just going to help us stay more solid, because when we're rested, we're less vulnerable to kind of the psychic attack. Our aura, our auric field is stronger. Shielding from negative people and situations. So that's really about, if you know you have to be around people or situations that drain your energy, make sure you bubble yourself. Do the white light protection around you. Call in Archangel Michael. And then when you leave those spaces, call your power back. Ask Archangel Michael and your guides to cut cords to anyone or anything you picked up that is feeding off your energy and potentially lowering your vibe. Okay, so another thing, eating high vibrational foods, plants and fruits and nuts, and reducing processed foods and anything that kind of weighs you down. So high quality essential oils. I know I'm really sensitive in a good way to that. They really help me to find balance and just kind of calm me down. So figure out what oils work for you. Crystals and stones work for some people. Music, listening to high frequency music that helps match your vibration to that frequency you're listening to. So make sure it's a music that makes you feel good, that resonates with you. Journaling, writing things down, really kind of getting things off your chest. Positive affirmations, that definitely keeps the focus on calling in more of the positive and focusing your energy on bringing in more of what you want. And that just kind of sums it up. Thinking positively, knowing you have these spiritual tools, call on them, use them frequently. I know for myself, I've had to do a lot of clearing, a lot of grounding, and a lot of protecting multiple times a day, not just at the beginning or the end. So if you're starting to feel your energy drop, your vibe lowered, you start to feel any of those symptoms I talked about, just really ask yourself, ask your higher self what you need in that moment. Kind of like tune into that and then pick one thing or multiple things and then, execute on it. You will feel a difference. We are always in control of our energy, of our power, of taking our power back and navigating our way through these changing times. As always, I am wishing you brightest blessings and all love.